Deuteronomy Chapter 13.
If there arises among you a prophet, or one who foretells by dreams, and he gives you a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder he spoke to you comes to pass, but then he says, let us follow after gods, which you have not known, and let us serve them. You must not listen to the words of that prophet, or that foreteller of dreams. For Yahweh your Father is testing you to know whether you love Yahweh your Father with all your heart and all your soul, or whether you do not. It is Yahweh your Father you must walk after, and it is Him you must reverence. Keep His laws and obey His voice. Then you shall serve Him and hold fast to Him. Then that prophet or that foreteller of dreams must be put to death, because he has spoken rebellion in order to entice you from the way Yahweh your Father commanded you to walk, and to turn you away from Yahweh your Father, who brought you out of the land of Egypt and redeemed you from the house of bondage. So you must purge the evil from your midst. If your brother, the son of your mother, or your son or daughter, or the wife of your bosom, or your closest friend, secretly entices and tempts you, saying, let us go and worship gods, Elohim, that neither you nor your fathers have known, gods of the people around you, whether close to you or far away from you, gods from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth. Do not yield to them, nor even listen to them. Show them no pity. Do not spare them, nor conceal them, but you must surely kill them. Your hand shall be first against them to put them to death, then afterward the hand of all the people. You shall stone them with stones until they die, because they sought to entice and tempt you away from Yahweh your Father, who brought you out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Then all Israel will hear of this and be afraid, and no one among you will do such an evil thing again. If you hear it said about one of the cities that Yahweh is giving you to live in, that corrupt men have risen up among you and enticed and led the inhabitants of their own city astray, saying, let us go and worship gods, Elohim, which you have not known, then you must inquire, probe, and investigate it thoroughly. And if it is true, and it has been proven, that such an abomination was committed among you, you shall surely kill the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword, utterly destroying all that is in it with its livestock. Gather all the plunder of that city into the middle of the street, and completely burn the city along with the plunder as a whole burnt offering to Yahweh your Father. It is to remain a ruin forever and never to be rebuilt. None of those condemned, accursed things shall be found in your hands. So Yahweh will turn away from His fierce wrath and show you mercy, and will have compassion on you and multiply you, just as He promised on oath to your fathers. Because you obey Yahweh your Father and keep all His laws, I command you this day to do what is right and lawful in the eyes of Yahweh your Father.